now in Iran, and so you know what I mean, huh?
Sure.
So in our sport, not. In our sport, there is no this kind of discrimination.
Yeah.
So, and that makes us also very proud to play this legacy to Coubertin, who was our founder. And so we have a lot of other new things in mind, but I will only speak about that in my next visit in September, while we are in the process. And
you know, all the time and every time I have you, I feel that you do have more ambitions and more dreams, more hopes to come.
I will shock the whole society here. What I'm bringing in a couple of months on the table, and a big part in our movement. It will be a shock for many people what I'm doing, and it's only less than a handful of people know about that. And therefore, I will not speak about now.
Okay, tomorrow is another day, and we hope that we are going to be the first to know. Okay.
Okay.
In front of a camera, I mean.
Yeah, fine.
Mr. Klaus Schurman, the president of the International Union of Modern Pentathlon, thank you very much for being with us. We are always happy to see you in Egypt and on Nile TV International's camera, and we are going to leave you with a promise to see you again. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
We are very much delighted to have with us Captain Awad Sami, the General Director of the championship here. And among the many hats you are wearing, you are also the Technical Director of our national team. First, as the General Director of this event, congratulations. I just had an interview with Klaus Schurman, the President of the International Federation of Union of Modern Pentathlon, and he said a lot of nice things about Egypt. Since when you are preparing for this?
Actually, I'm so glad to hear that from you and from the president, and I'm also honored to be the director for this competition, and all my team, all the team that works with me, I really appreciate that, and we worked since maybe 1 or 2 months, you know, preparing all the things. Also with the help of the federation, one of the engineers that he's a member in the federation, Hussein Gamal, he's the one he designed this beautiful shooting range, and it was really nice. And we did it according the rules, according the criteria that they send us in the UIPM. So we work as a good team from the federation, the people who were judges, everybody. Even during the competition, now we're still working up to now.
Yeah. Sir, have you expected this number of players to come? I mean, 102 players from 38 countries, as far as I know. Yeah. Have you expected this?
Yes, we did, because you know that this is the Olympic year, and through the World Cups, they collect points, and the points should qualify them for the competition, for the Rio Olympic Games. And for this reason, I'm sure that every World Cup will have a big number. But that was the first time, actually, since a long time, to have this big number of countries and athletes as well.
Taking you to your post in the national team. As far as I know, that we are waiting for the medical reports for Heidi Adel and for Madani. I think she has a hamster injury, and also Heidi had another injury. What are we expecting? Because this is a lot of worries before the coming World Cups.
Yes, in Brazil. Actually, we have one in Brazil.
In Rio in March?
Yeah, it's going to be the 7th of March. In 2 weeks from now, I guess. I'm sure that everything will be okay. Let me talk first about Aya. You know, everybody knows Aya. Everybody knows that she was like a hero for us, and she only got married since 2 years, and she had a baby, and of course she gained a lot of weight for that. Besides that, she was not expecting to come back, you know, so she just relaxed and enjoy her life after this hard work. and when she come back, she lost a lot, like almost 20 kilos, you know, which is really a big effort, and she's still on the way. And I think she was like a little bit tired, or you know, something happened for the muscles. For now, I'm sure that she will come back in a better shape next competition and the next season, or the coming season. Heidi also was like, she was like really not feeling well from maybe 1 week, and of course it was her chance just to take the experience, because Heidi already qualified.
Yes.
So there's no problem for us to, you know, for the result, more than because Aya, that we need her for the ranking, and Heidi already qualified for, yeah. So there is no big problem, but I'm sure she will come back again, recover.
Returning to our national team, but to the guys this time, and to the Gezeris, and to Islam Hamid. Islam Hamid for me was a new figure, and I didn't know that he is that much super to qualify. Tell me a little bit more about Islam.
Actually, Islam is, you know, our athletes, most of them are in almost the same level. Maybe some of them, they are more perfect in one sport than the other. But still, in the total points, they can, like, making them like a puzzles, you know, like every time one take the first place.
Musical seats.
Exactly, exactly. So the thing is that Islam was really working very hard before the African, and he had a good, of course, there's also like what we say, luck also, beside being active and working hard. So I guess he was in the mood that he can make the
Captain Awad, this is a dilemma for me. All the time I found that we do not have this good luck with horses. How we can pass this, we can cross this dilemma?
I don't know how to say it in English, but maybe we can make bukhur. No, but this is not the case. Actually, when we organize competition, as you could see, we organize best horses. We bring good horses for the competition and try to be fair to everybody, to bring the same level of the horses.
Yeah.
In some other countries, sometimes you get really not good horses, most of them. And it's just luck. It's just luck that you draw the bad horse. But I cannot rely on bad horse, or a good rider, a good pentathlete must deal with any horse.
Yes.
Let's face this fact. A good rider who has trained well, trained to make a good position in different horses, he can ride any horse. Of course, the horse, also, like, you know, you're dealing with an animal, and he has also temper, he has mood and everything. So sometimes also the horse, like, cannot help you. So that's the reason, you know, when we say bad luck, I don't want to consider it bad luck or luck. It's like communication with the horse. And as the people knows that we take the horse by draw, just 20 minutes to get to know the horse, and 5 jump.
And this is another talent.
Exactly, that's a big talent for pentathlon and for our athletes.
Captain Awad, I had an interview with Engineer Sharif Al-Ayyan, the president of our federation, and he said something great. I'd like you to elaborate on that. That we are now trying to get our veteran players to be trained to be our coaches later. To try, at least for the time being, not to bring foreign coaches. How do you see this move, and if it's going to be that successful in the near future?
I'll tell you the truth. You know, I worked in my career. I've been 30 years almost in this career as a coach. I was an athlete before. I did the Olympics in 1984, Los Angeles, and since 87 I'm a coach for the national team. And I was like working as an assistant for so many foreigner coach. They came to Egypt, Russian school, Hungarian school, you know. To be honest, you know, even in any sport, even in football, which is everybody like to know that, you cannot have, you can have the experience of the coach, but you cannot really deal directly. Maybe the language, the culture, a lot of factors, you know. Nobody will appreciate.
You mean communication problems?
Not just communication, also understanding. Yeah. Understanding for our culture, our, you know, life. In my opinion, to use the coach just to get the experience from him, and we had enough, like almost, Marek, as example, was a coach here from Poland, 15 years, works with us 15 years. And me and another guy and all the rest of the team that works before, you know, we are the one who make the work. So we deserve to have our chance to be the leader, to be the expert. Right now, I'm working with the national team. There's also formal athlete Raouf and Mohammed. They are also working. Amr Said as well. So we have really qualified people to lead the national team. And by the way, our result now is much better than with foreigners. Believe me, and that's my opinion. Is Egyptian people to understand the mentality, the way as example in Ramadan. We appreciate athletes coming and fasting, and this is never be understood for the foreign coach. There's a lot of circumstances, the school, mentality, parents, all these kind of things. So I think he's right. We prepare people. By the way, I'm also the chairman of the coaches committee in the UIPM and member of the UIPM Federation. And this is also kind of our plan. We educate the people from the country. We go for them as an expert, we teach them, we educate them, and then they become the national coaches.
And we appreciate your efforts, sir. You're doing great. I mean, the Federation is doing great for this sport in general. Thank you very much. And we are, inshallah, going to follow up and to cover all the events. Thank you very much once again, and see you. It's a promise to see you again on Nile TV International screen.
Thank you so much, and thanks for coming and cover the big event. I'm so glad to see you again.
When it comes to modern pentathlon in Egypt, we do have big names. The Gezeris are one of the biggest names, and we are very much delighted to have with us Amr Gezeri. Amr, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You do have a busy schedule, and I'm not going to take much time with you. Tell me about this event in specific, and how much is it important, the first World Cup of the season in the Olympic year?
Of course, this season is very important. It's the Olympic year. We still need to qualify. I mean, I'm talking about myself, so every competition counts. This is the first World Cup of this season. It's a 60-point competition, so the higher I get, the better, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
And so this is very important, and also especially it's in Cairo, my home country. So I want to make everyone proud. So.
Inshallah, I'm sure of that. But what about the others? I mean, we do have other 5 events. How we are going to decide